Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. Today is episode 415. And as you can see, we have in front of us a triple diamond penny wrapper that was a roller. This came in a roll, like raffle tickets come in a roll. That's how these come. And over the past year, in researching penny wrappers, I see that they still sell triple diamonds in a roll, and they sell other penny wrappers in a roll. Not really my style. I have somewhere, I have a box of penny wrappers. I like buying things in bulk. Just, I don't know, like, I just think about it bothers me when I continue to purchase the same thing over and over again. And then at some point I realize that I've spent more money buying just a few of the purchases than if I would have bought it in bulk. So that's what I do. Now, the triple diamond, as I see it out in my area, if people are using this, oh God, are you serious? It just glows up again. If they're using this penny wrapper in my area, it's because they got it from, one that has the little line like this is because they got it from the bank that had them in the rolls a long, long time ago. Because banks give out penny wrappers, or I just don't see anybody up in Schuylkill County buying penny wrapper rolls. So I'm assuming the bank had to do it. And I haven't seen any of these in the bank in a long time. And like I said, I'm assuming that they gave it out a long time ago. And we're going to know very shortly by finding out when the last year penny of this penny roll is. And it would not surprise me if it wouldn't surprise me if there are no shields in this roll. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, if there's any zinc at all, it's just a couple. And if these are coppers, they're beauties. Let's look at this one for our first penny of the day. It's a 73. Look at the condition of this. It's ridiculous. So, when I talk to you, my audience, about going to the bank and getting your penny rolls with whatever extra income you got, $1 or $2, you know what I'm saying? If you could do that every week and pick up, I can't get over the condition of this penny. Is it bagged? I just noticed that. Let me get my pointer out. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if it's related to the scratch mark or not, but there's a scratch mark, and then it goes to these two little marks. It's got to be bagged. But that's probably one of the smallest bag marks I've ever seen, and weird. But I just happened to notice it right at when I was putting the coin away. All right, I'll put that to the side. I will not put any coins to the side if there are no zincs. If there are no zincs in this penny roll, that'll be pretty amazing. Okay, so getting back to what I was talking about before. I talked to you about getting penny rolls on a regular basis So that way you have a better chance, right? The sooner you get the penny rolls, the better, the more copper you're going to find. And it's the copper pennies that really make the is what really makes penny roll hunting fun. For example, this is a 1982. Right, there are 7 or 8 variations of it. I think there's 8 variations, right? Because there's the D, and then there's the P, and then there's the DP small date, DP large date. All right, I said that wrong. Anyway, there's 8 variations, and this is the 1982. It's copper. It's Philadelphia, has no mint mark, and I've learned already that that too is the large date. So, and that's the last year they ever. Here we go. We have a shield, 2013. So this is 12 years ago. All right, we will keep that right there, and we'll see if we have any older pennies coming out of this, newer pennies coming out of this penny roll. And I put it down without looking at it really closely, and that was a mistake. Look how kind of yellow this it is. I think, right, compared to a different penny, it's probably pretty yellow. A different copper penny. Yeah, that's not correct. That's correct. Let's look at the other copper penny. Also, you can tell it's too yellow. Most likely that means there's too much zinc in it. If it was a 59, a 60, or a 61, I would think that there's too much. I might think there's also too much tin in it. But as it's a 75, they didn't put tin in 75, so I would have to say zinc. The 60D, we got we have a coin that has a variety, right? The 60 Denver comes in small and large date. I think the 60 no mint mark comes in small and large date also. The only one that that has to have a mint mark, I think, is the 70, and it's the S. Here goes the 61. No, see, very old pennies. That this is not normal to find this many copper pennies, especially with a 2013. So my theory is, I doubt we might find a 2000. I doubt we're going to find any newer shield cents than this in this penny roll. My theory is that 12 years ago, right? We're going to find out. There's a couple more in here, but whenever the last year is, that's when they stop putting pennies into their jar, their piggy bank, their cash register, whatever the case may be. The business closed, and the pennies that are here obviously are going back to 1960. It was another 2000. Oh no, yeah, we did find another 2007, but it's not a 2013. Sorry about that. 83. I'm gonna weigh it. It's just it weighs 252, so it's accurate weight. The edges, look how copper like the edges look. And don't get me wrong, they are copper penny like. It is copper, right? It's copper clad or molten copper or whatever it is. Copper wash. But the edge, the edge looked If we look at this one, it's probably a little rounded. Yeah, you can see the bevel on the side, and that's typical, and how pink it looks. So that's more what I would expect from a zinc penny than the other one. 1980. I'm probably gonna break this this episode into at least two parts, if not three. That's the only drawback of copper pennies, is that you have to have time to um, review them and analyze them and make sure the difference between the dent and an error and things of that nature. So we'll make this part one. And then all right, see, this is probably a zinc. This is a zinc. 2015. Okay, so 10 years ago. Now we're down to 10. And you definitely don't want to rush through your coins or your copper. Um, grease strike. Uh, um, Lamination error, which is interesting because part of it has whatever's going on here, and I don't know if that's um, something on top of the cent or it's like part of the whatever other metal. Oh, look at that, 82. If this was a small date, we might be millionaires. Let me look at this mint mark under the loop. So this is an interesting penny. I'll tell you why right now, and then we'll end this part. So the mint mark appears to be repunched, and the date is either double dyed, right? I mean, I'm going to have to say that it's not a small two over a large two. If that was, again, this would be like $1 million penny. Even though it kind of looks like that, I doubt it. But the letters are also, you can see that they're like spread. You can see that they spread out along the edges. Even the two does it. They also do it in the Liberty, which has also some weird, I don't know if that's notching or extra thickness, or corner of the B. I don't know if that's a double die. And then we have the same thing going out, minus the spreading. I don't think that, well, I don't know what that is. Like if you look in between the N, I don't know what that is up there. The top of the O is, you see it's flat right there. And then you can see the top of the D looks like same thing with the T. So it could be a double die. Let's look at the Lincoln. The ear has something going on in it. I don't know what that is. No extra eyelid, and let's look at the reverse. And is this the one that's, yeah, and it has the lamination error. This is an intriguing penny. And it has the grease strike. How about on the edge? No. I don't know if that's a die spike or not. And again, that looks like a little bit of rust or metal discoloration. Interesting, very interesting paint. All right, I'll see you in. We've already 16 minutes. I'll see you in episode part 2.